Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Please turn on the cameras, everyone, for screenshot. Yes. All right, I captured the screenshot. Thank you. Okay, so we'll start today's lecture. It will be really interesting, and let me share my PPT. 1 second. Okay. Yes. All right. I hope you can able to see the PPT, right? Is it visible, students? Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. And thank you so much for all your present students. I know from Monday onwards you have exams, but still you have managed to join these lectures. Thank you so much. And this will be interesting. I'm assuring that I won't waste your precious time, especially in this crucial time. Okay, so without any further things, we'll start. So I was discussing about, actually today I was supposed to deliver a topic on basics of hematopoietic stem cell differentiation. So before these hematopoiesis or blood related things, let us see some more fundamentals and basics of stem cells. Okay, so we already came to know that stem cells are the embryonic cells that can be able to differentiate into any types of cells in the body. And the stem cells have two types of properties. What are the two types of properties? So the two types of properties are they can able to self-renovate. Self-renovate means a stem cell can be converted into a stem cell, and other one, a stem cell can able to convert into any type of the cell in the body. That is the major significance of stem cell. They can able to convert into any type of the cell in the body. That's why stem cells in the egg give rise to this beautiful chicken. So these stem cells have the ability to convert into any type of cell in the body. So that we understood, right? Then, so a basic definition, you already know the basic definition. Then there are based on differentiation. Based on differentiation means based on how they are converting, based on how many cells they can able to convert, how many different types of cells they can able to convert. Based on their differentiation property, these stem cells are divided into many types: totipotent stem cells, pluripotent stem cells, multipotent stem cells, right? So all these totipotent, pluripotent, all these stem cells has been arised from three layers of the body. Okay, three layers of the embryo. They are ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. So from this ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm, these are the layers of the zygote, okay, a small blastula. So from this, we will get these three types of cells, either ectoderm, meso, and endoderm stem cells. Ectoderm stem cells can lead to skin and nerve, then mesoderm bones and muscles, and endoderm liver and thyroid. This we already studied. I have given basic definitions of various types of stem cells. Totipotent, they are totipotent stem cells means they are the sperm and ovum. Sperm and ovum are the totipotent. Pluripotent means these are the stem cells that can able to make an embryo. Okay, pluripotent, they can able to differentiate into ecto, meso, and endo. Then multipotent, multipotent will be a single line lineage. A hematopoietic multipotent stem cell can be converted into blood stem cells. Neural stem cells will convert to neural, all types of neural stem cells. Okay, so they are called multipotent. Then we have unipotent. Unipotent means they will only convert to one type of cell. One best example is, I said in my class last time, the teeth. Okay, the teeth in the children. So their primary teeth will be removed, the milk teeth will be shredded off, and we will get a new teeth. How we got the new teeth? How the jawbone or something that is there in the jaw has converted into a teeth. Actually, they are the stem cells only. There are stem cells in the gum of the jaws, and these stem cells has been converted into teeth. So they are unipotent stem cells. These unipotent stem cells can only converted into one type of cell in the body. That's it. They won't convert to other types. Okay, they are terminally differentiated. Okay, so terminal stem cells, they will be converted into only one type of cell. That is called as a unipotent stem cells. So this we already seen all these things. And I want to tell one important thing, students. Last time, one student was confused when Dr. Anuradha ma'am discussing about what is this germline stem cells and somatic stem cells. What are somatic stem cells and germline stem cells? That I need to clear. Someone said reproductive cells. Keep in mind, listen, the stem cells are broadly categorized into two types. One is germline stem cells. Germline stem cells means These are the cells taken from sperm and ovum. Okay. When we are tampering anything from the sperm and ovum, okay, actually they are stem cells. Sperm and ovum can be said as a stem cells, okay, a partial stems that will give a first stem cell and that will be generated. So germline stem cells will be sperm and ovum. Okay, whereas specific somatic stem cells, somatic stem cells are the cells originated from a developed embryo. During the embryo is developing either at zygote state, fetal state, or adult state. Okay, during this state when we are taking cells, they are called as somatic stem cells. Okay, somatic and germline stem cells. So this you understood. So we have two types of stem cells, either sperm and ovum, that are sexual cells, they are germline stem cells, and other one is somatic stem cells. Then I just want to tell one interesting thing, then I will move forward. How many of you know that there is only one organ in our body that can able to self grow like a tree? Even if we remove 3 parts of the organ, if it is 1 kg organ, when I'm cutting almost 750 grams of organ, okay, but still this organ can able to grow in our body. Can anyone guess what is that organ?
Liver,
Liver,
sir.
Very good. Yes, very good. That means how liver has this tendency, how liver can able to grow itself even though we are cutting the liver, because liver has a rich deposit of stem cells. Okay, liver has a very rich deposits of stem cells, but the problem is those stem cells will only convert into hepatocytes. They will only convert to hepatocytes. They cannot convert to other types of stem cells. So stem cells are everywhere in the body actually. Okay, these types of cells in the adults we can see those stem cells are called as adult stem cells. The stem cells that present in an adult are called as adult stem cells. But the problem with adult stem cells is they can only differentiate into 1 or 2 types of cells. That's it. They cannot differentiate into whole body. That is the problem with adult stem cells. A liver cell will only convert to liver. A gum cell will convert to teeth. A neural cell will convert to teeth. The neuron. Okay. That means these adult stem cells are involving in repairing the damaged parts. That's it. They will involve in the repairing of the damaged tissue. That's it. But they cannot repair the whole body. Okay, don't confuse embryonic stem cells with adult stem cells. Adult stem cells have limited functions, limited opportunities for them to involve in any ongoing damage. But embryonic stem cells, they can convert to any type of cell. So this is clear. So far I said about different I will go with this classification. I saw one beautiful classification. See, so broadly stem cells are categorized into 2 types. Based on their differentiation, they are totipotent, multipotent, pluripotent, multipotent, unipotent, and oligopotent. So this is based on their differentiation, how they are differentiating into other type of cell. And other one is based on their origin, from where these cells has been originated. Are these cells came from embryos? If they came from embryos, what type of embryonic stem cells? Are they germline stem cells or are they somatic stem cells from the embryo? Have you taken these cells from the fetus, or are we taken these cells from the infant, or we taken the cells from adult? Based on their origin, the stem cells are 4 types: embryo, fetus, infant, and adult. So in order to understand embryo, fetus, infant, I have kept a simple diagram here. Okay, a zygote or a cellular stage. Okay, a small cellular zygote can be an embryo. Okay, embryo don't have a definitive hands and legs, but embryo can able to grow into a big baby. Okay, so that is embryo. Then fetus means fetus is before 9 months, from 3rd month to from 2nd month to 9th month, whatever the baby is there, that baby is called as fetus. Fetus has been connected with the mother. Okay, then infant means after 9 months. After 9 months the baby will come out, right? So at that stage we will say infant. 9 months completed baby is called as infant. Okay, once the baby delivered, then it will become a eventually we will categorize them as a children, kids, and adults. Okay, yeah. Now see here, there are some ethical issues when we are collecting the stem cells. The ethical issues is when I'm taking a zygote stem cells, that means I'm literally killing an embryo. That means I'm literally killing a developing baby, a human. So there is no will to their survival. That means we are deciding whether they need to live or not. Just for my my greediness, I want to save myself. So I have killed an embryo to collect the embryonic stem cells. That is not good. That is not at all ethical. Okay, but there are some ethical way of collecting stem cells, even embryonic stem cells. Okay, I cannot say embryonic, rather than we will say the stem cells present in the umbilical cord. Still, there are some mesenchymal stem cells. Okay, some pluripotent stem cells are present in the umbilical cord, and those cells can able to differentiate into multi types of cells. So that's why we are encouraging to collect the umbilical cord stem cells, because umbilical cord, whatever it is, we will discard the umbilical cord. Am I correct? We will discard placenta and umbilical cord after the birth of baby. So why we need to, that umbilical cord has a valuable stem cells. Why we need to discard it? So let us preserve the stem cells. They might be useful in the future. Right. That is the idea of collection of umbilical cord stem cells. Okay. Actually, this umbilical cord stem cells will be collected in two types. One is from the umbilical cord, and inside the umbilical cord, when you cut the umbilical cord, you will see something called Wharton's jelly. Okay. So this is a fluid presence inside a umbilical cord. So we will retrieve stem cells from Wharton's jelly of the umbilical cord, and from whole umbilical cord we will collect these stem cells. Okay, these umbilical cord stem cells. Okay, see, this is the procedure of harvesting stem cells from an umbilical cord. See how they are collecting from a baby. Even though we will discard it, don't worry, the baby won't feel any pain. Umbilical cord doesn't transfer any neurons to the baby's neural system. So baby won't feel any pain at all. It's a safe procedure, and it's an ethically good procedure. We are not destroying any embryo. We are not killing anything. We are just taking something that will be discarded. We are harvesting cells from a discarding organ. So that is the purpose of collection of this umbilical cord stem cells. And let us see what are the opportunities of these umbilical cord stem cells. So these umbilical cord stem cells can able to convert into, okay, either mesenchymal stem cells or hematopoietic stem cells. Obviously, hematopoietic stem cells include your RBC, WBC, platelets, all blood cells. WBCs include eosinophil, basophil, all these neutrophil, lymphocytes, monocytes. Everything can be generated from hematopoietic stem cells. They are present in the cord stem cells, okay, umbilical cord. And other one is mesenchymal stem cell. Mesenchymal stem cells can able to convert to muscle tissue and neural tissue and bone tissue, okay, the skeletal tissues. That means in the future, if my son, okay, got any neurological Alzheimer's disease, if I preserved my son umbilical cord stem cells, I can able to treat his Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is a neurological issue, a brain issue. If my son develop any muscular dystrophy when his muscles are not well, when he develop any injury, I can use the umbilical cord stem cells. Very simple. I will give a blood transfusion. Just like a normal blood transfusion, we will give these stem cells in the blood. That's it. We won't inject stem cells into bone marrow or in the liver. Just to send them into the body, just transplant them into the blood circulation, and they know how to migrate to their origin. A mesenchymal stem cell can able to repair either going to brain or muscles. They know how to migrate in the body. That is called as homing. The phenomenon called as homing. That is very interesting. I used to tell to my students that how we will perform bone marrow transplantation. In bone marrow transplantation, we won't cut. We won't drill into the bone. Actually, we will just take stem cells from the donor and we will transfuse in the blood. That's it. Okay, but these stem cells can able to migrate to the bone marrow. They can able to migrate into the bone marrow. That is called as homing. There is a complicated cellular messaging connections and pathways involving in that homing process. Even till today, we didn't understood how they are doing these things. Okay, that is one interesting thing about stem cells. And I will tell one more interesting story. One of my friend got a leg injury. He fell from a bike, and a car went through his bike, his leg, and his leg was broken. His leg bone was broken, and we kept him in a hospital. And what the doctor did, so we need to repair the bone. What doctor did is he kept a slight gap in between his two bones. Bone has been broken. He kept some small gap, and he kept this iron plates beside these two bones. That means the bone is not completely connected. Doctor haven't connected bone like this, but he kept a small gap. And I asked the doctor, sir, why you kept gap? I have seen the X-ray, and there is a gap in between both the bones. Why you didn't join the bones? Then doctor said, eventually within 3 to 4 months, the bone will connect itself. There will be new cells, and those cells will connect that gap. I was surprised, and I asked the doctor, how is it possible? How the bone generated itself? Then he said, even I don't know. That's what I studied in textbooks. That is God. Even I don't know how the bone is connecting. What all I can do is I will do a surgery. I will keep bone very close to each other, and the God will take care of it. Actually, that is stem cells. See, somehow stem cells, nearby stem cells has filled that gap. They made a new small bone in that area. Yeah, that is adult stem cells. So these are some fascinating things about stem cells. So yeah, the mesenchymal stem cells that has been harvested from the umbilical cord can able to convert to cartilage, bone, adipose tissue, muscle, nerves, myocardium, liver, cornea, trachea, and skin. That means if I preserve my umbilical cord stem cells today, okay, my son stem cells, in tomorrow, if he is getting a sight, a eye problem, I can transplant these stem cells, and his eyesight will be gone. If he became alcoholic, I have stem cells to repair his liver. If he got any heart attack, I have his stem cells to do the to repair his heart attack also. See the beauty of stem cells. Literally, there won't be death. Actually, we can cheat the death, and we can survive 20 more years when we preserve the stem cells. The problem with preserving stem cells is it is very costly. Almost it will take 40 to 50,000 per month. At least 25,000 per month we need to we need to give to the stem cell bank for their preservation. So it is a costly technique, but Indian government involvement is there, and if government involves and invest more in these technologies, this might become a cheap alternative. Once upon a time, vaccines are very costly, but today vaccines are the government giving vaccines free of cost. Even COVID vaccine is very costly, but we got free vaccines right during pandemic. So government involvement will reduce this cost, and there will be a good future. I'm expecting there will be good future in preserving these stem cells. So this is some things about mesenchymal stem cells. Okay. So yeah, so far we discussed about these stem cells. Are you listening to me, students? Is everything clear?
Yes, sir. And I just wanted to ask, what if twins, for example, for twins, can one stem cell of one twin help the other, or stem cells are specific for an individual?
Very good. That's a very good question, Faith. Listen, twins are two types. Actually, my mother and my mother's brother, my mama, okay, they are twins, but they are unidentical twins, one male and female, okay. So twins are two types: unidentical twins and identical twins. Identical twin means it is the same embryo that was splitted, and it became a two different babies. In such case, in identical twins, even their everything will be same. Okay, genetically they both are same, and identical twins can share their organs, they can share their blood, anything. Okay, because they both came from a single sperm and ovum. It is only one sperm and one ovum made into a zygote, and that zygote splitted into two babies. Okay, very 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 rare phenomenon. Only in such identical twins we can transplant their organs each other. Apart from that, all others won't have stem cells. Yeah, that's it. Even though we came from our mother and father, we have the combination of mother genes and father genes. So our stem cells are different from their stem cells. To be precise, our immune identity is different from their immune identity. Okay, each stem cell has some receptors called MHC class receptors. Okay, major histocompatibility receptors or HLA receptors, human leukocyte antigens. And this human, in a nutshell, each one of us have a different fingerprint of immune system. This exception is only for identical twins. Identical twins have a same type of immune system. Their stem cells are same. Everything is same. Yeah, this is the major Already 10 minutes. I already completed half an hour. Okay, so this is all about the stem cells, and I will go further. Okay, I want to discuss one more interesting thing. My another interesting thing is how a stem cell know to convert into a different type of cell. That is my next question. Okay, this is really interesting. Please engage here. Even if this lecture completed, join again with this link. Okay, after 10 minutes it will be disconnected, and please join again. We will continue this session. Listen, so how a stem cell converted into a immune cell, how a stem cell converted into a liver cell, how it came to know? It came to know because the stem cell has some cytokines. I will draw some pictures here, then you will understand. Let me take a pen. See here, students, this is a stem cell. Stem cell has a genes. Okay, it has a DNA. Now my target is my stem cell should be converted to heart. Okay, a myocyte. My stem cell want to convert it to myocyte. Now what happens is, listen, the part of the DNA that has the information of heart, the part of DNA that has information of heart will be activated. It will be activated. Now this activated DNA will send some signals to the cell. It will send some signals to its own cell. These signals are called as cytokine signals. It will release some proteins called cytokines. Cytokines. Okay. Now these cytokines will switch on some of the genes, and the cytokines will shut down some of the genes. I'm telling again, this cell has a DNA. DNA has information of whole body. Okay, DNA has information of whole body making. Okay, eyes, hands, everything. But these cytokines only activated the heart making DNA, and it deactivated other parts of the DNA. Now this cell understood, okay, via cytokines, this understood, okay, let me convert to a heart cell, because they are the instructions given by DNA. They are the instructions given by cytokines. Okay, these cytokines saying me to become into a heart cell. Let me differentiate into a heart cell. So this stem cells will be converted into a heart cell. This is the idea behind how a stem cell converting into a specific type of cell. That happens via cytokines. There is one more term called as microenvironment. Microenvironment. Okay, this microenvironment has a bunch of chemicals, and those chemicals will activate nearby stem cells. Okay, they will activate nearby stem cells to convert into a specific type of subset of cell. After I'm understanding this concept only, I understood what the doctor said in the hospital. When he kept a gap in between two bones, okay, this damaged bone started releasing cytokines. This damaged bone released some cytokines. And what are these cytokines? These are the cytokines that are released from a bone. That means these cytokines telling that to convert into a bone cell. Now a damaged bone cell sent signals to nearby stem cells to convert them into a bone cell. So those stem cells started converting themselves into bone, and they became bone cell. Okay, this is called as microenvironment. Now I will tell. There is a huge amount of microenvironment or cytokine storm. We will see cytokine storm in the ovum. Okay, so this is ovum, and this is a sperm. When the sperm entered into the ovum, okay, now ovum has a cytokines. Those cytokines will activate whole genome in the both the cells. Okay, whole DNA will be activated. Now the DNA understood the assignment. Okay, let me convert it to whole body. So all the genes are activated. All the activated genes have started working together to make into a full-grown baby. So understanding cytokines is very important, because it is because of these cytokines the cells are differentiating. They are converting into various types of cells in the body. So this plays a very important role. Please pay attention, students. Okay, see, this is how a stem cell converted into various types of cells in the body. A liver cell. So for a liver cell, the cytokines we required are TNF alpha, PECAM, 1 CAM. So there are many types of cytokines that are purposefully, that have directions. We can say like this. How can I say? We are making different types of curries, right? All curries have different proportions of oil, masalas, salt. So similarly, I will use various types of cytokines on my dish to convert into a specific type of dish. It can be a gravy, it can be anything, okay, cuisine. So this is possible by a mixture of cytokines. Cytokines will determine the cell to convert into a particular type of stem cell. This is the role of cytokines. Yeah. So that is how the cytokines in the hematopoietic stem cell. Let me give you an example of hematopoietic stem cell. Now, when there is a stress, outside the red blood cells are less. Maybe malaria parasite destroyed red blood cells. There is less red blood cells in the body. Now this stems, the destroyed red blood cell will release some cytokines, and those cytokines are specific to convert the stem cell into a red blood cell. Or the patient got some infection. Now there will be some cytokines converting the stem cell into a white blood cell. So this is the idea behind, stem cells. Okay, and cytokines. So now you understood the role of cytokines, right? Here, day before yesterday, last time, Dr. Miss Neha ma'am have took a wonderful lecture on hematopoietic stem cell differentiation. Actually, today my topic is this only, hematopoietic stem cell differentiation. See here, this hematopoietic stem cell differentiated into B cell, T cell, all these types of cells by a cocktail of cytokines. So the cytokines plays a vital role in conversion of various types of cells. A stem cell converted into various types of differentiated cells because of cytokines. A cocktail of cytokines lead to stem cells, right? So cytokines will act as a modulators. They will act like a sculptures. They will sculpture the stem cell into one type of statue we want, or a cell we need. Okay. So now you understood the significance of cytokines also. Now I will go back to one interesting story, students. I'm going back to my classification. Listen, as I said, I have some stem cells, adult stem cells in my body, like in the liver. But this liver stem cells only converted to to liver cell. Let me assume I got a patient. Patient has a Alzheimer's. Patient has a Alzheimer's. What is the meaning of Alzheimer? Patient has some brain disorder, neuronal disorder. Okay. I know that if I give neural stem cells to my patient, to my Alzheimer's patient, he will recover. But from where I need to gather the neural stem cells? Because we didn't preserve his cord stem cells. We didn't preserve his embryo. Okay, there is an approach. Let me take the patient's sperms and let me take a woman, a sperm and ovum. Let me make an embryo and let me harvest cells from embryo and let me use these cells for treating my patient. Is it ethical? Is it ethical to kill an embryo? So there are ethical issues. I cannot use embryonic cells for the purpose of treating a patient. Even though I'm doing it for a good purpose, but I'm parallelly killing a baby. A fully potential life is destroyed for a selfish desire. So yes, fetal stem cells we cannot use. Embryonic stem cells we cannot use. And adult stem cells, obviously, adult stem cell cannot be converted into a neural cell. What should I do? This is the problem. Came to a scientist. Okay, I will tell that scientist photo here. I will show it. See, that scientist is from Japan. His name is Shinya Anamaka. So before, in the early stages of this research, what's happening, students? They are killing thousands of embryos in the labs because the world is not yet known what's happening inside the labs. They're destroying many embryos just for purpose of research and doing some experiments. They are fully grown humans here, and they are killing those embryos. Okay. So this Shinya Anamaka was felt very sad. He said, I'm destroying my daughters. I'm destroying my future generations with my own research. When I saw an embryo, I suddenly realized there was a small difference between my daughters and my research embryos. I thought we can't keep destroying embryos for our research. There must be another way. We should seek an alternate way of getting a stem cells rather than